All right, here we go. Once again, welcome to Business Credit Builder. This is the Small Business Summit, right? We're going to talk about three different topics: QuickBooks Online, funding options for your business, and the Business Credit Master Class. Okay? Um, so, my name is Noel Booker, and we're going to share the screen and we're going to start talking about QuickBooks Online training, right? And this online training is a little brief description of the different pieces that I think that you should know about QuickBooks when you're looking to use QuickBooks in the future, or you're a beginner or whatever, right? And to let you know that each topic that we discuss today, we have webinars scheduled for September that we're going to go into more detail about each of these topics I discussed today. So in QuickBooks Online training, we're going to talk about the QuickBooks setup. We're going to talk about the invoices and expenses. We're going to talk about expense tracking and the reports. Okay? Now, so we're going to start with um, the online, the QuickBooks Online training, QuickBooks setup. All right. So the first thing in setting up your QuickBooks is to select a plan. The first thing that you're going to want to do is select a plan that meets your business. Can we go? You share the screen, right? All right. So let's go to the plan screen. Right. We're going to select a plan. Right. So you have to pick the plan that is best for your particular business. Okay, so if you see here, we got basic plans here, and they got a deal going on, which is brand new. So the small business, I'm just going to talk about the small business, right? The small business, okay. Okay, so for 380 a month, and that's a discount of 90% off for the first 3 months. But anyway, that gives you one user. The next plan gives you 5 users. The next plan gives you 25 users. So that's the users are the people at your particular firm that will be going into QuickBooks and having tasks to do to keep your books up. Okay. Okay, so those are the plans. That's the first thing you do. You set up the plan that you're going to want to start with. And you start low and then you grow into the plan that fits you, right? Let's go to the um the sample company. Okay, so now the first step in setting up is to choose the plan. Now we're going to do the company profile, right? The company file, your business type, the fiscal year, and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna show you how that happens. Okay, so the company that we're doing, are we over in let me see. Go to, are we in the sample company? Okay, so what we want to do, if we're in the sample company, let me see something. Yeah, yeah. The sample company is Craig's Design and Landscape. Okay. Craig's Design and Landscape. This is the sample company. So this is a landscaping company, right? So we want to go to the top right to the tool icon right there. And we're gonna go to um account and settings. How you doing? Come on in, have a seat. We just got started. Okay. Yes, ma'am. We just started the QuickBooks. All right. The only thing you missed was setting up the plans, right? So the first thing you do when you're setting up your QuickBooks is to choose a plan, right? And then once you get into a plan, now we're going to set up the company, right? So this is what you do to set up your company pro. So the first thing you're doing is putting in your company name in there, Let's go down to business type. Like the industry, business, yeah, business type. Yeah. So that's where we're putting in the business type, and you select which one that is good for you, right? And this is how QuickBooks knows what reports tax-wise to prepare for you later, right? So this is the setup. So the most important thing in this all stuff is how you set this thing up from the beginning so that you're running smoothly, right? Okay, let's go to um, fiscal year. The fiscal year. Let's see. Slide down some. Anything down there? Fiscal year. Where is it? See, go to advanced. Do you see advanced? Oh. Okay. Okay, in advance. Okay, go down to accounting, and then down there it says the fiscal year. Click select edit there, and then this is where you're setting up when the closing, when the beginning month. You know what I mean? The fiscal year information, whether or not you're on accrual. Click on that accrual button, and you're gonna select whether or not you are accrual or your cash basis. Okay, and your accountant would know which one you are, right? Okay, let's move on. And it also has like the tax settings. Yeah, that's all tax settings right there. Okay, now let's go to the chart of accounts. We're gonna go back out of there and we're gonna go to the tool back up there, right? And now we're gonna go to all lists, list, all lists. Yep. And now we're gonna click on that chart of accounts. Okay, chart of accounts. Now, the chart of accounts is all the accounts that you're going to be using to operate your business. And you will see all of these accounts on the reports that you will be making, right? So, in the chart of accounts, you see, now we're looking at Craig's landscaping company, right? So, he has two bank accounts set up. And you see it got that little link thing next to the word bank. That means his bank account is linked to the QuickBooks. Okay. Let's go down. Let me see. Okay, stop right there. So on your chart of accounts, you're gonna list all the assets that you have, right? So when you buy, like say furniture, inventory, and stuff like that, as an asset, this is where that's gonna go, right? All right, let's go down some. Um, Okay, let's see. All right, let's go down to expenses. Okay, income, right? So this is where you set up your income. So every business is different. So this guy, Craig's, he has design income, landscape income, and all the different types of income. So you will decide how you want your reports to look, right? When you spend money, and you tell her what account to go to, that's the income accounts that you will have. You set it up according to your business. Go down, now we're going to go through some expenses. Okay, so scroll down. Okay, expenses. So this is the nitty and gritty, right? For your profit and loss, you got on your profit and loss, you will have your income accounts and then your expenses. Your income less your expenses equals your profit. So this piece right here is real important, right? You got all your expenses that you're gonna list. You see, he got the cost of labor, So this is for his landscaping business and different expenses. Go down, just review some more of those expenses, right? So you see all the different types of expenses for this landscaping business. Got accounting in there, right? You got bookkeeper expenses. That's where I get paid, and and lawyer, all the different expenses. You spend some money, you're gonna put it someplace, and that's how it's gonna show up on your reports. Okay. Now, let's go back up to the top, and I'm gonna show you how we connect a bank account. Let's go up to the top. Okay. Now let's click on that new account. So let's say we got a new account, and now we want to connect it. So we'll go in there, we'll name it, put in some kind of name, right? And then we're gonna have select the account type, right? So we can say, oh, it's a bank account, boom. And then cash on hand. But let's say it's a checking, right? Boom. Then we're gonna say what the opening balance is. And I'm looking for there should be a button to say connect the account. I think once you set up the account, then you connect it. Okay. Lock account. Yeah, that's what it is. Once we set up the account, then there'll be a button. We won't do it that though. But once you set up the account, then you can link it. And it's real easy to link it because all you're doing is just, it'll say link your account, and then it's gonna take you to your, it's gonna say select which bank account, right? Say, let's say Bank of America. Now it's gonna take you to a Bank of America screen so you can log in to your bank account, right? And then it's going to be connected so that when every time a transaction happens at the bank, it's automatically going to feed through to this account. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next invoices and expenses. Let's come out of here and we're going to go to the invoices in sales. Nope. Back out of there. I think it's on this side on the left. Oh, let's see. Look over here. Let's see. I can't see it that good. Sales, right? Sales. Let's see. No, no, no. We're looking for invoices. Okay, yeah, yeah. These are the invoices, right? So now this is a real good deal in QuickBooks to make your invoices, right? Your invoices. Let's create an invoice. So create invoice. Right? And you could custom design what these invoices look like. Put your logo on them, this column there, that column there. We're just doing basic stuff right now, right? So I'm just showing you the ability to do this stuff. But in September, we're gonna go into more detail with all of this stuff. Okay. So Okay, so the first thing you're gonna click is on the top left, there's the customer. So we're gonna choose the customer. So you got all your customers already listed, right? Boom, bam. You're gonna select the customer. Then you're gonna select the terms, the invoice date, all that stuff. And then you're gonna go down to the product, right? Now we're gonna select what product it is, and that's a pull down list. So if you pull down that list and then you see all the different things that you sell is already listed, you select what it is. So let's select one, and now it even got well. Normally they'll have the price set up. This one didn't have the price set up. So this one we would put the rate in, the quantity, and it'll calculate the amount, right, for each item. So you make your invoices like that. And the invoices, they get emailed to the client and you can text them. And the good feature with these invoices is that they can pay with a credit card or with a ACH payment, right? Or you can tell people to use different stuff like Zelle, Cash App, stuff like that, right? Okay, let's go to the next. Now we're gonna go to expense tracking, and we're gonna go to expenses. We're gonna go back up to the main, right? And now we're gonna go to expenses. Sales, let's see. I can't see that good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so with expenses, okay, let's say you got bills coming in, right? Now, you got your bills coming in, and we're gonna create a bill, right? And what that's gonna do is it's gonna create, you'll get your power bill came in, your gas bill came in, your inventory bill came in. And when you put those bills in, you're gonna tell it what the due date is from off the invoice. Okay? And now this is gonna help create the report that's called the aging report. I mean, accounts payable report, right? So that this is how companies keep track of their spending. Like when I was in corporate accounting and I did accounts payable, my boss would say, "Okay, let me get the payables report." Then I'll say, "Okay, these are all the bills in there and when they're due, and right?" Then they'll say, "Okay, pay this one, and pay that one. Leave the rest of them on there," right? So he's you're using these reports to help you make decisions, all right? And the more accurate your books are, the better you can make decisions, okay? And it's real important. These numbers matter, right? Okay, let's go to um code transactions. Okay, let's go to transactions. Okay. Okay, so when you got your bank account connected and you went and made a purchase someplace, the transactions is going to come right in here. And it's going to list all these transactions that happen. And then over on the right, you're going to say what it was. Now, with AI, it's automatically trying to figure out where it's supposed to go. But then you get a chance to go in here and say, oh, that's automobile or whatever expense. You could use the pull down menu, and then it's going to remember what you chose for that vendor, and it's going to suggest that next time. Or you can create a rule which says anytime somebody came in and had a particular description on the bank line, then it goes and does this. You tell it what to do, right? So now there'll be less transactions that come up on this list because now they're just going into they automatically going in because you already told it what to do, right? Okay. Um, okay, now we want to reconcile. Let's go to transactions. No. Yeah, let's go to transactions. Then there should be a tab that says reconcile. Let's see. Okay, we don't have to go. We don't have to do that. But the main thing I want to say for this reconciling is every month you want to make sure that all the expenses that did come through the bank, they came through and it matches up. And now on your chart of accounts for your bank account, that number should match your what you got actually in the bank. Okay, that's reconciling every month. So you would reconcile these bank accounts before you run your reports because you want to make sure everything from the bank is in and is accounted for. That's the reconciling part, right? So you're reconciling your accounts before you close the books. So you're reconciling your bank accounts. You're reconciling all the accounts that you need. Your assets. If you're making payments, if you got a loan, credit cards, you're reconciling all of these and making sure that they're correct and accurate before you run your monthly reports. Okay, which lead me to reports. Let's find reports on the left. Reports.